Hey my beautiful Pisces peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Sam from CancerMoonsTarot and welcome in here to your January 2024 tarot reading. How are you? Hope you guys are doing well. I do want to say Happy New Year's everybody. Hope you're excited coming into this brand new year. Really appreciate you guys taking the time here to watch today, and I hope you're looking towards a fantastic first month into your brand new year. As always, I do want to mention Pisces, if you're interested in a personal reading, go ahead and check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. First link in the description box below if you want to book me there. Bear with me as Mercury's still in retrograde. It can be a little bit hard sometimes to get those words out. But either way, Team Pisces, how are we doing? I hope we're doing great. And let's see what's going on here for January 2023. What is coming up here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac for January 2023. What information is rolling on in here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Coming on into January 2023, starting out here with the overall energy for you. We have here a 7 of Swords coming into play for you. Taking a look here at the current energy, Piscean, we have here the 2 of Wands, what you're dealing with here. Ace of Pentacles showing up. Looking at the current outcome, the 9 of Pentacles coming into play here as well. Very interesting energies coming at hand here so far. I mean, we do start out here first and foremost with a 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords typically can be an energy that is usually kind of along the lines of deception. So it could be internal deception, meaning deception against yourself, or it could be external deception, meaning that there's other deceptive individuals that could be surrounding you here at this time. However, though, we do pair this 7 of Swords here with this 2 of Wands, and this is telling me that you have a choice, meaning that it does feel like this could be more so internal, Pisces. Like maybe if you're starting to come to the realization that you've been putting yourself in maybe not the best position coming into January 2023, 2 of Wands comes up saying, hey, you have a choice though, right? You don't have to be in this rough position. There's always an opportunity. There's opportunity always around us. There's opportunity that's always circulating each and every single day. And I feel like that's going to be something you're kind of waking up to here at this time as we move into January, because it's like at the end of the day, maybe I've told myself a lie, 7 of Swords, and said that there is no opportunity. Maybe I fed into a lie. Maybe I fed into the lies of society. I fed into the lies of parents. I fed into the lies of friends. But with that being said here, I feel like you're awakening to something so much bigger coming into January. I like this. It's giving me Matrixy vibes. Maybe you're waking up from the Matrix, Pisces. Who knows? But there's this energy here for you where it's like, I don't need to be where I am whatsoever. Maybe I've told myself I needed to be. Maybe I was fed into a lie that I had to be, but I don't need to be in this bad spot or this rough spot or the spot where I'm not genuinely well off. You know, I have a choice in the matter. So you're awakening to the fact that you have a choice. Fantastic. Taking a look here at the current energy paired with what you're dealing with, Ace of Pentacles, you're at a point in time where you're starting to see opportunity everywhere as you're opening up to the idea that opportunity is always present, right? Funnily enough, in this tarot deck, they call the Pentacles presence. So that is really funny. Having a look here at the current outcome, 9 of Pentacles showing up here, or 9 of Presence in the tarot deck we're using. This is representative of feeling confident, feeling like you are ready to let your freak fruit fly. Okay? That's a throwback saying, huh? But you're ready here, Team Pisces, to open up to something so much more. That's what I got for you here so far with this main situation. I feel like there's no way around it. I'm trying to get some other information from the cards, but my guides are like, no, tell Pisces this. They are opening up to so much more coming into January 2024. So Pisceans, definitely a leveling up showing up for you. I feel like this could really be escaping the Matrix if you've been caught up in the big lie. Maybe some of you guys are going through a really powerful time of consciousness where you're awakening here and you're starting to see a lot of the lies that are played out in the 3D reality. Of course, if we're not getting that deep and going down the rabbit hole, this could be representative, though, of maybe you've lied to yourself in certain ways. Maybe you've deceived yourself and put yourself in negative spots and positions in a way that you're now recognizing isn't worth it, and it's not something that I have to do going forward. So you're seeing your positioning in life and where it may not be putting you in the best spot, and you're choosing to do something about it here instead, setting foot into the first month of January. Cool. I like it so far. Let's have a look here, Pisces, and see what might be the potential challenge. What's coming up in the potential challenge here for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2024. And what do we got here for you? Ba-bum. We got here the Judgment. Yeah, I feel like Judgment is all about taking a chance, right? It could be about giving people second chances, but I feel like this is about making a judgment call that's right for you. I think that coming into the month of January, for a lot of people, right? New year, new me. A lot of people set New Year's resolutions. A lot of people get very analytical at this time too. And I think that's what the Judgment's trying to say. It's like, you're getting very analytical here coming into the month of January. You know, you're kind of looking at what doesn't serve you, what does serve you, what would serve you better. And with this time of judgment, where you're looking at what is working in your favor versus what isn't, you're at a time here where it's like, it's time to make calls, it's time to make decisions, it's time to make judgments. And I think it's been a little difficult, right? It's been a bit of a challenge for you, I think, to look at the things in your life that could not be benefiting you, because some of those things may actually be relatively close to you, such as a friendship with somebody. Maybe you recognize the friendship I have with this person, as much as I may love and care for them, they may be a type of person that's such a powerful, energetic vampire in my life. And with that being said, they're very draining to be around. Maybe this is a realization that I need to speak my truth about how I feel when I'm around this person. Maybe it's a realization that I need to possibly create boundaries and limit my interactions with this person. You know, for another example, Pisces, maybe you fell into the trap that you're supposed to be doing something that society tells you to do. And at the end of the day, you're now coming to the realization of like, why would I have to do that? I can do anything with my life if my life is my choice. So I think that it was a little tough to wake up from the lie. I keep hearing the lie, the big lie, something of that nature. And it took a minute to wake up, but you're waking up here. And what I love so much about challenge positions in my tarot spreads is that whenever there's a challenge, it means you're overcoming it in the month we're reading for. So you are overcoming this challenge of waking up to what's been holding you back in life. And you're also at a point in time where you're making the right judgment calls for you, whereas previously that could have been a bit of a tough time. So far, Pisces, so good. I like it. Let's have a look here and see what you can expect throughout the rest of January 2024. What can Pisceans expect here, please? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout the rest of their January 2024. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have here the Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries. Looking at the next card, we do have here the Chariot. And then we also have here the Nine of Cups, followed up here with the Page of Pentacles. So taking a look at what you can expect throughout the rest of this month in January, Emperor here to the Chariot. Pisceans, I feel like you can expect to feel like you're back in control. This is the energy where you're not letting other people govern or dictate your life. You're not letting society do that, family do that, friends do that, romantic partners do that. You're at a point where you feel like you are the strong guide in your own life. You feel like you can finally guide yourself again to where you want to go. And I love that because it opens up the right path here with the Chariot, right? If you're living your life based upon what other people want, or if you're living your life based upon a lie, or if you're living or going in a direction that's deceptive, you're not living in your truth. But when you start to live in your truth, you start to live in your own choices and decisions going forward. And I think that that's opening up a wonderful path here for you. Nine of Cups showing up as a card of fulfillment and happiness, meaning that you're opening up here to a path of fulfillment, happiness, and success. And of course, here with the Page of Pentacles coming into play, this is all because you took a leap of faith. This is all because you made an investment into your awareness. Now, Pisceans, coming into January 2024, this was about questioning your positioning in life. That's the Page of Pentacles. For example, why the hell am I in this relationship? You know, maybe my partner treats me like garbage. Why the hell am I with this person? You might have gone and been in that relationship for a while and never really asked yourself that question. Maybe you're working at some place and it's like, why the hell do I have to deal with such a crappy boss? You know, society tells you, take the shit that bosses dish at you until one day you become the boss. But shouldn't my working environment be healthy? You're noticing that you're questioning things, and it all came from a thought. It all came from a question, and then you started to go deep down that rabbit hole. So, like I said, a lot of matrixy vibes here, man, coming into your reading. But overall, whether you're escaping the matrix this month or whether you're at a point where you're looking at things more practically and realizing also how you don't have to follow the status quo or what people want you to do or what people says is the right way in life, you're recognizing your sense of choice. And this is cool because I actually mentioned this, I believe, to Cancerian as I read for them previously before you guys. So it was a pretty similar energy here. Maybe it's a water sign collective thing where water signs are starting to say, hey, I'm in control. I got to recognize my power and I got to act upon my power too. So in terms of what you can expect, that's what I'm seeing here so far. Definitely moving into much more of a better energy, feeling more in control, really creating your own path by living in your truth. And all this really started because it started with you questioning things. And I feel like you're going to continue to question things going forward, which is good. You want to ask questions. You don't want to just accept things the way they are. Get into it. Go down the rabbit hole this month. Figure out maybe a different point of view, a different perception, or maybe figure out the truth if there's deception that's showing up here. And with your awareness, you'll be able to decipher what is deceptive versus what is real. You'll be able to see the truth versus the lies. Okay? Damn. Very interesting, Team Pisces. Yeah, if it's your story, you'll know. If this ain't resonating, it's probably not going to work out. It's probably not going to be a story for you, Pisces, but you guys definitely have quite an interesting reading nonetheless. Let's see. Is there anything else Pisces can expect throughout the rest of January 2024? Anything else they can expect? We have here the Queen of Wands, and we also have here the Three of Wands showing up here for you too. I think that with the Queen of Wands coming into play, Queen of Wands is always my confidence card. So this is about feeling in your power, feeling confident, feeling good about yourself. And I mentioned that as well with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a very confident energy too, but it's about being re-empowered. It's kind of like a spark has been relit in your life. This is kind of giving me the feeling, Pisces, where whatever situation you've gone through previously, I feel like it was very, very draining. And it was draining to the point here, Piscean, where you didn't feel like you had that spark. Life was same shit, different day. Not particularly happy with it, but now there's this sense of excitement, I feel, remanifesting itself within you with the Queen of Wands. As you start to wake up from the big lie and you start to see the truth, it brings back excitement to life within itself. And that's what's going to be so powerful here. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a card usually depicted in the tarot of a person who's looking out at the ocean, seeing so much of the vast world as he stands on land, and he kind of acknowledges that there's land beyond those oceans too. So I feel like this is an explorative time for you. You feel like everything has been relit. You feel re-energized. You feel connected to life itself again. And with that being said, it brings a very playful energy of wanting to explore moving into January as you're deciphering the truths of lies you've been told previously. And it feels to me that as this excitement gets brought back into life, it leads you to wanting to explore and have vast new experiences, which I think are going to be quite powerful and quite enjoyable. So Pisces, rabbit hole coming up again. We're going deep down the rabbit hole, okay? I'm not sure if you like Alice in Wonderland. My partner's a Pisces. She loves Alice in Wonderland. So if that happens to be your favorite movie, maybe this is a sign to go watch it. You know, if you might have watched Alice in Wonderland, you know, hundreds of times, maybe there's still a message in that movie. If you've never seen it before, go see the movie. There might be a message there for you to take in for this month of January, okay? Interesting. Moving along here forward, we're going to take a look here at some different areas of life coming into the month of January. So I'm going to have a look here into your career, your love life, and your personal life, and then we'll go ahead and close off with an outcome, okay? So let's hop on into career for Team Pisces and see what's going on here in January 2024. What do we got here in the area of career for Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus zodiac throughout January 2024. What's showing up in the area of career? We have a Justice, which is nice. We also have here an Ace of Swords. And lastly for you, Piscean, is going to be the Two of Pentacles coming out here for you as well. All right. Let's take a look here, Pisces. Justice card showing up for you represents balance. So I think that if things have been uneasy, especially with the Two of Pentacles being on the opposite side of the Justice card, if things have kind of been hit or miss in your workplace, if things have been pretty inconsistent, they're calming down here coming into January. Things are definitely beginning to level out for you, which is quite nice. Also, you know, we're kind of getting out of the holidays, so especially for people who work in very fast-paced environments, you're going to notice that slowdown, which is going to be a good change of pace here to say the least, especially for those of of you that work in retail spaces, holiday times are crazy, they're intense. So having that ability to enter more of a calm and a zen is going to be nice for you guys at this time. Now, Ace of Swords is showing up here too. Typically, an Ace of Swords is a massive realization. However, it can be communicating and speaking your truth. I think some of you guys may be conveying a message here, whether it's about talking to a boss of yours, talking to a higher up. If you're the boss, maybe you're talking to your employees. But the message that's getting out here, Piscean, is that it's time for the inconsistency to stop. It's time to get back into the energies of balance. If there hasn't been really a good flow state in the workplace, you might be proposing ideas on how to bring that flow state back. If you've been noticing problems within the workplace, you may be communicating those problems and finding solutions with the people you work with to make it a much more smoother time. I do feel, however, too, Pisces, like maybe you guys have a boss who's been a little bit tough or difficult. This could be about you speaking your truth and how you feel, and actually having that conversation alone is what really helps the relationship between you and this boss and really helps your working relationships in general. So I feel like if it's a time to say anything, it is a perfect time to speak your truth in the workplace. If you have something to say here, Pisces, don't be afraid to contribute to the conversation and don't worry about the opinions of others. If you have things to say, don't feel afraid to say it, okay? Is what I would say here at this time. Overall, though, for career, like I said, things are mellowing out for you, which I think is quite nice. Like I said, Two of Pence moving to the Justice. This is the energy of things calming down a lot, especially as the holidays are coming to an ending here. So it looks to me like you're moving into more of a cool, calm, collected, and comfortable place here for career this month. Now, hopping on into your love life, Pisces, let's have a look here, baby. We're going to take a look at single Pisceans first, then we'll move into the couples. So for the Pisces singles, what's going on with you? What information do we have in store here, please, for our Pisces singles, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout January 2024? Starting out with the first card, we have here the Two of Cups. Taking a look here at the next card, we have here the Knight of Swords. And lastly for you, the Sun. I think you met a little boo thing, okay, Piscean? I almost said a little boo thing or two. So I don't know your life, and I ain't judging, but at the end of the day, there might be more than just one boo thing. So maybe you got some... you need to take some time to consider which one you want more. I don't know. Anyhow, Pisces, I do feel here, though, with the Two of Cups, there's a genuine connection here if you're a single Pisces. I do believe here, Knight of Swords, great communication between you and this person. You guys know how to talk to each other. You guys are connecting. That's what's great. So you're not at a place where you're trying to get to know somebody. You're getting to know somebody, but it's not awkward. It feels like you're connecting. You're resonating with each other. You get each other, you vibe well, and then with the Sun card showing up, you're relatively happy. So it feels like the beginning of the start of something new. So this is more than likely the beginning of a connection between you and somebody brand new in your life. Now, I don't think that this is showing up as a commitment or anything of that nature, but it's the beginning of where it can lead to that. So single Pisceans, you are getting somewhere with someone is what I feel for you overall. So congratulations for those of you that happens to be the case for. Hopping into coupled Pisces, what's up with you guys? Coming into January 2024, what do we have here for coupled Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout January 2024. Let's take a look. First card out, it's going to be the King of Swords. Taking a look here at the next card, Pisces, we have here the Five of Cups, and we also have here the Seven of Cups paired with the Three of Pentacles. I think that this is going to be a time where you can experience a lot of the deep emotions and feelings coming to the forefront. If there's been any sort of confusion, any sort of lack of clarity, any misunderstandings and miscommunications between you and your romantic partner, January 2024 feels like the time where a lot of this is coming to the surface. So I think that it can be a little bit uncomfortable at first for Piscean couples because it may feel like you and your person are in a weird space. Maybe you guys are kind of going back and forth a little bit, but I think that this all serves a purpose because in the end, King of Swords here, you're standing by each other, and on top of that, you're working through Three of Pentacles, the issues that maybe haven't been solved previously. Throughout this time in January, Mercury still is in retrograde, and I always tend to mention with Mercury retrograde, Mercury always tends to bring up whatever's really buried deep beneath the surface to the surface. So if there's been things that have gone unanswered in your romantic relationships, if there have been issues that haven't particularly been fixed, those will be brought to the forefront, as now is the time to go ahead and tend to these situations and bring forth healing and mending, rather than escaping the situation entirely or avoiding fixing the situation as a whole. So I do think that you and your person will end up going through those types of moments where you end up finding solutions to some problems that haven't originally been solved, and it brings the bond for the two of you closer all the more. So it's not a negative thing at all here. Like I mentioned, maybe it's a bit uncomfortable. Maybe there's a little bit of discomfort that comes in at first between you and your partner, but definitely hashing shit out and sorting shit out. So Pisces, to me, that looks absolutely fantastic, especially with that Three of Pentacles coming into play here for you. Now, moving along here forward, Piscean, let's have a look and see what you can expect throughout the rest of we've already done that and covered that. Let's see what's going on with you personally throughout the rest of your January. What's going to be going on here with Pisceans personally? Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus for January 2023. What's happening on a bit more of a personal level? We have here the Hangman. We also have here the Eight of Wands, and we have here the Magician. Pisces, I love it. Moving out of the energy of feeling stuck and trapped, and then actually having a complete transformation into what's going on in your world, what's going on in your reality, how you're showing up as a person, and what it is you're manifesting. Remember, guys, I mentioned in the beginning of the main situation, I just kept getting major Matrix vibes. It's like, Pisces, you're waking up to the big lie. You're seeing things in your life that you haven't seen in a way before. And it opens up your eyes to a lot. So I feel like on a personal level here, you might have felt very trapped in the old ways of thinking, in the old ways of how things were. But now you're having a totally different perspective. The Hangman can be a card that represents feeling trapped, but on the other hand, usually when you look at a traditional tarot deck, you'll see with the Hangman, there's always a glow that's kind of around his head. And that glow is representative of enlightenment. So the Hangman actually can stand for enlightenment as well. So it's going to be a time here on a personal note, Pisces, where you're really waking up to the deceptive shit happening, whether it's external, internal, whether it's society, whether it's friends. It's like, I'm starting to see the truth, you know? And with that being said, the truth is setting you free, man. I definitely think it's changing up a lot here. Magician card is about what's manifesting, so you could be seeing new situations manifesting around you, new opportunities manifesting around you, and especially with the Eight of Wands being a card of transformation, I tend to believe that transformation is more on the positive side, therefore things are transforming wonderfully. So you're going to see things changing here in January. You could end up seeing changes in who you associate with, changes in your perception, so the ability to see more opportunities in ways that you haven't seen them previously. You could be waking up and seeing somebody completely differently and actually seeing them for who they are versus the mask that they wore when they were around you, whatever the case may be. But you're going to basically go down that rabbit hole and wake up to a lot of the things you didn't necessarily see previously. So how your reality is manifested, the things that are happening, what's showing up in your reality is going to be different here in January. However, though, it's going to be positive for you because you are removing yourself from those Seven of Swords like things, and you're putting yourself into more of a state of abundance where you're attracting better things for you and your overall well-being. So Pisces, that's good news here for sure. Let's go ahead though and take a look at the overall outcome. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus throughout January 2024. What do we got showing up? And we got here the Hierophant, baby. The Hierophant here could be a card that's representative of duty, devotion, commitment, the status quo even. But with with this card showing up in specific, I love first and foremost that the mayor's what's showing up with his little megaphone. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas, by the way, so you guys should check that out if you've never watched it before. Awesome and amazing movie. Anyways, with the Hierophant showing up here, I almost kind of feel like this is about you announcing what you will devote yourself to, and you're going to make that known. Pisces, going forward in January 2024, you don't have room for tolerance of things that are not impacting you in a wonderful and meaningful way. You are making sure that you're announcing your boundaries. You are making sure that you're committing to yourself 110%, but what you're committing to are things that embrace your value, things that embrace your worthiness. You're committing to what's high vibrational and good for you as you exit out of pretty much anything that is a Seven of Swords moment. You are really kicking the Seven of Swords here to the curb and embracing the devotion to yourself. I love it, guys. I think you had a wonderful reading. A bit of a interesting like matrixy shit showing up here. So some of you could really be having like a pretty massive spiritual awakening here, jumping into January 2024, but whatever's happening with you, Pisces, I like it. I think it sounds good. It looks good. So definitely do enjoy it. Nonetheless, if you did enjoy this reading, drop it a like, baby. Drop a like. I would really appreciate it. If it resonates with you, that's cool. If not, no worries. If you're new here, consider subscribing. I'd be more than happy to have you and welcome you here into the Soul family. And of course, Team Pisces, if you ever want to come back in the future, feel free to. I'd be happy to reconnect with you again, my friends, okay? All right, Piscean, I love you. Have a great and amazing rest of your January. Happy New Year, and I'll see you all in the next video. Much love, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.